Please, order. The majority leader has just laid before the House the notice of allegations of gross misconduct brought pursuant to Section 188 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended 1999, and this particular letter was signed by 26 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, which the majority leader has read their names. Distinguished colleagues, I am now in receipt of this letter, and pursuant to the sections of the 1999 Constitution as amended, I will ensure that this letter is forwarded to His Excellencies Asimla Fubara, GSSRS, Governor of Rivers State, within 7 days. Distinguished colleagues, I will do that. Rest assured, I will not renege. I will do my job in line with the Constitution. Thank you.
You see, if we can continue to behave like God in Rivers State, is going to destroy his political empire in Rivers. And people might not even hear about Wike again. I'm not saying he's going to die, but he might die politically. Because the way Wike is coming out to play as if he's a god in Rivers State, thinking that nobody can do anything for him. Because I saw his video trending about 2 days ago, saying that nobody can challenge him. Nobody in this country. And if you can say nobody, that means you are even talking that President TINUBU cannot even challenge you in Rivers State. And it's God that always talk like that use that kind of word. Is the one that can do anything. Even Mr. President, President TINUBU, cannot say he can do anything, everything. Because what Wike is experiencing now is because of the consequence of his action. And part of his consequence is this Fubara issue. And you are still going to see a lot of consequence. Because when we talk of the people that destroy PDP, you are the one that front and you don't even hide. But definitely you are going to experience the consequence, which is very certain. But if we can still continue doing this, I think it can destroy his political empire. And that is why Fubara is in APC now. Is number 1 in Rivers State. No doubt about it. No matter how you want it. I don't care, maybe you have APC chairman with you, you have PDP chairman with you. Nothing can happen. But the main thing is, you need to understand that similarly Fubara is 001 APC in Rivers State. And to me, I will advise APC chairman, they should not allow Wike to defect to APC. Because it's going to destroy it as it destroyed PDP. And to me, I don't really know what Mr. President really needs Wike for. Even in 2023. Can you vote till Wike dropped in 2023? And we see how they rigged that election. They rig election everywhere, not in Rivers, Lagos, Anambra, Enugu, everywhere they rig election. So Wike should stop behaving like God. It's not God. I saw Professor Ikechukwu on Arise Television. He's saying a lot of things that I think it makes sense. And I want Nigerians or my viewers, my followers to watch this video. Because, see, anytime you are doing anything, try to know that any of your action expect either positive or negative consequence. So you have to prepare for it. You need to prepare for that consequence. No matter how it is. It might be negative, it might be positive. But I believe that Wike can still control his anger. Can still control his anger. Even Mr. President, President TINUBU, that old Lagos state, that people are shouting, he's the one who want to become God in Lagos. He did not behave like this. TINUBU did not behave like this. And President TINUBU is the person that know how to use power. He's in power now. He know how to use power. And if we can continue like this, because you're about to say gra, kò ní mọ̀gbà tó máa lọ force a trap enemy. And everybody just looking at Wike, they want him to fall by himself. Let's watch this video of Professor Ikechukwu.
It's not unexpected. Wike is not a member of APC, therefore he cannot be saying what's happening in APC. Let's get the facts. The head of the party in a state like in Rivers, the head of APC, while Fubara was in PDP, was the party chairman. With Fubara as a member of APC, he becomes the leader of the party. Now, between the leader and the chairman, I don't know of any other locus of authority within the party. For you to then have somebody who is not a card-carrying member of the party, taking positions, warning people to stay out of Rivers politics, not PDP politics in Rivers, not APC politics, but Rivers, is that his private property? So those are the issues on the table that rankle. Now, concerning the letter, if I was in the secretary's position, I would be scandalized to keep quiet and allow this to happen. So I believe the man has acted properly, promptly, in fact, too late. The other point, that's the distinction between supporting the president and being a member of the party, must also be noted. I can support your program. Very enlightening, highly cerebral and the rest of it. That does not make me a staff of Arise News. No matter how much I love the program, I like to see Charles every week. I cannot then come to management and say, well, I didn't see Charles on Thursday. That's the point. So at the level of objective assessment of the issues on the table, I believe that Wike has been living a charmed life for far too long. Is the wretchedness of the PDP that's made him to be carrying on? Because why hasn't he been fired from that party all this while? That's question number one. Question number two, Wike himself has to be careful. You know, there's a difference between being connected to the national grid and being connected to a UPS. If you're connected to NEPA, the old NEPA, you know, there will be light. If there's no light. But if you're connected to a UPS, the type of the one you attach to your computer, whenever there's no light in that UPS, you're gone. Now, Wike is connected to a UPS called President TINUBU. That's the source of his power. He's not aware of it. So he's carrying on as if he has extra powers coming from the moon. He doesn't. Let him look at the story of Andy Oba, about the most powerful person in Nigeria under Obasanjo. And this was the analogy I used when his issue was raised. I said, Andy, my dear brother, is on a UPS called Obasanjo, but he doesn't know. Once the national grid collapses, the power of the UPS will last for some time and will be gone. Wike is on UPS. Somebody should tell him. There's nothing to square. Wike has lost. Now, those who are loyal to Wike, they were not loyal to him because they were in love with him or because he makes the best pepper soup for them. It is. You're
making me hungry now.
I am hungry already. You know, it's because they see their political future nurtured, supported, and fertilized by Wike's continued dominance. So it was not a personal loyalty. Now, the whole machine they boarded, the vehicle they boarded has got a new driver. And that driver is driving towards a spring where there's water. Wike is on the roadside saying, listen, don't follow that bus. I'll bring a bus. Nobody's going to come down. So you then see the concept of political loyalty within the context of political futures, not personal love, not anything. And that's a lesson I thought Wike himself should have learned, given his own personal history, his relationship with some of those who nurtured him, like Odile and co. So the facts are very clear. Loyal to the P2, so among them, somebody could then get up and say, look, I am loyal to my party. When I was in PDP, I was loyal to the party. Now I'm in APC, I'm loyal to the party. And as a party man, I'm loyal to my leader. Before the governor defected, my leader was the party chairman. Now, as per APC constitution, the governor is now the party leader, and we are loyal to him through the chairman, who is our chief loyalist, etc. All grammar in the name of survival in politics. Now, Wike, you know, I use the analogy of the UPS. Let us suppose tomorrow, instead of Wike resigning, the president says, look, I'm resigning. I'm handing over to Shetima or whatever configuration comes up later. Do you suppose that Wike will be a minister in the next 30 minutes? The answer is no. And I dare not say I'm speculating, I'm sure. Is he thinking about that? The other thing, of course, is also for the APC to worry. Because with all these, what do you call it, with all these defections, remember that for each case of defection, a party chairman is displaced. And this chairman may be somebody who had been at Dogger's Drum with the governor for the last 2 years. They don't suddenly become friends because he has seen himself displaced. He wouldn't be happy. So while the APC is celebrating the defections, you should also know that the recent reconciliation committee is set up, will not do what needs to be done for that to happen. And they have to find out how to deal with the likely, internal schisms. That could even make some do anti-party in 2027. Okay, he came over, he has put, let's make sure he doesn't win. Anybody can take the state. That kind of bloody-mindedness is in politics. But the only victim I see in the line of fire in all of this is just some Wike. Well, and how he's still speaking suggests that he's not seeing the reality at all.